Okay, so hey guys, welcome back to another Fight Weekly Roundup video. In today's video, we've got boxing and UFC news. And so if you are new around here and you're not subscribed, please do so. Like the video if you're new, like the video, and let's get straight into it. So, going to start off with the boxing news this week. In general, a quieter week for fighting, but still enough news to make a video on. And we're going to start off with the WBA ordering Romero versus Davies. It's good to see Ohara Davies finally getting his shot at a world title, and hopefully it happens. Of course, it's now been ordered, so it probably should happen. Of course, there's also talks of Romero versus Garcia, but we'll have to see. Kambosos Jr. versus Hughes. Keishon versus Pereira. Santillan versus Santillan. Izzy and Milton will fight on the 22nd of July. It's good to see Hughes also getting a chance at a world title. As a fellow Brit, it's nice to see these Brits getting world title chances at the big time against these big world-known guys. I mean, Kambosos Jr. to go from fighting somebody like Devin Haney to fighting somebody like Hughes, it is interesting, but I feel like for Kambosos Jr. this is a good fight for him to get back to being at the level to then be for a world title. Hughes, this is just like a big step up for him, and it's like an underdog kind of story, and if he does manage to win, then it'll be crazy, and it'll be an amazing story if he does. Marku is set to fight Moran on the 5th of August. It'll be interesting to see who's on that card. I believe it'll probably be a Sky card, and Marku, it'll be interesting to see where that might be, because I think it's in England, because Marku was in, I believe, Poland in his last fight, and that was a good arena to be in. Benavidez has sent an offer to fight Canelo in September to Canelo's team. Hopefully that happens. It seems like maybe the Bivol one isn't happening at the moment. I'm not entirely sure. But Benavidez is the fight which I want to see, and they are clearly adamant that they want it as well. Fury versus Joshua won't happen this year. Everybody kind of knew that already. Fury sent an offer to Joshua. Joshua rejected it because he wants to fight Deontay Wilder in December. And hopefully that will happen. Hopefully, and this is just clearly Fury just being a bit dumb, to be honest, and being a bit stupid, and just trying to maybe get in the way of the Saudi kind of tournament going on. But either way, it didn't work. I'm glad to see Joshua was smart about it. Fury will fight on the 16th of June. Not that Fury, his brother Roman Fury. Mason will fight on the 1st of July. The vacant Ring Magazine welterweight title will be on the line for the Crawford versus Spence Jr. fight amongst all the other titles involved. Davis is ordered to spend the remainder of his sentence in prison. I'm not going to touch too much upon that, but I just thought I'd mention that now. Usyk is set to fight Dubois on the 26th of August. That was meant to be for the 12th of August, but I believe they pushed it back to be near Ukraine Independence Day. I might be wrong about that, but either way, that is an interesting fight that I am looking forward to be honest. It's just interesting to see heavyweight fights actually seemingly going ahead at the moment, and hopefully all goes ahead with that one, all good. Ennis is set to fight Villa on the 8th of July. Hansen has retired due to an eye injury. That was mad to see. That was a bad eye injury, and it's sad to see her retire. Kumari will fight Bellotti on the 10th of June. Usyk has joined Boxing Skill Challenge Entertainment. That is the Saudi Arabia kind of like promotion, and so it seems like he's going with that, and that's going to happen. Even if it isn't against Fury, I'm sure they'll be able to put the money towards some other fight happening there, and it seems like he's going to be fighting there for the rest of, maybe not his career, but just for the moment, and I don't hate that. I feel like that's understandable and kind of expecting to happen, and it means that maybe on paper fights will be easier to happen with Usyk, because I'm sure this company, Boxing Skill Challenge Entertainment, will be happy to work with everybody and not really go against anybody, any kind of big promotional company. And even if it isn't Fury, then maybe it'd be somebody else that will be easier to be able to make now that he's with them. Adamus will fight Williams on the 24th of June. Weber won via TKO in round 2 versus Almeida. Leishman won via majority decision versus Brown. Pagan won via TKO in round 3 versus Burnett. Smith won via TKO in round 1 versus Woods. Harrington won via TKO in round 1 versus Kareem. Hicks won via unanimous decision versus Todd. Holmes won via stoppage in round 8 versus Toussaint to become IBF USBA Super Welterweight Champion. That was a bit of a mad injury. Hope Toussaint's alright, but that was a bad cut. Shields won via unanimous decision versus Cornejo to remain IBF, WBA, WBC, WBF, and WBO World Middleweight Champion. And I mean, it was a dominant victory. Kind of everybody expected that. I said it would be a TKO. It wasn't, but I still got Shields to win. I think everybody did. And hopefully, more big fights for her now. Eubank Jr. is set to fight. No, not Eubank Jr. Eubank is set to fight on the 21st July. That is Harlem Eubank, most likely to be making his return on a Wasserman card, probably getting a step up in opponents. And 21st July, it's not set who it is against yet, but that's when it's supposedly supposed to be. And Warren said that Zhang versus Joyce rematch is set for September, so that's not too far away now. And hopefully come the end of this year there'll be some big heavyweight fights going on, because it feels like it's been a while since we've actually been seeing consistent good heavyweight matchups happening. And now moving on to the UFC news. So Silva won via submission in round 1 versus Souza. Elliott won via decision versus Altamirano. Miller won via KO in round 1 versus Butler. Kakares won via decision versus Pineda. And Albazi won via decision versus Kara France. It was quite sad to see Kara France lose, in my opinion. I just like him as a fighter, but fair play to Albazi. He outfought him and he won the fight deservedly. And yeah, that is it for today's video. I hope you did enjoy. Like if you didn't, like this, subscribe if you're new, and thanks for watching.